Day 187. Faithfulness, diligence, self-control, hard work, endeavor. These are all biblical traits and traits that you are displaying, traits that you are growing in as every day you are taking time to spend time in God's Word. Just that discipline of regularly reading the Bible and obviously the joy of doing it regularly. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. I love this chapter. It is so encouraging. Such an upbuilding chapter. Paul begins writing about the coming day of the Lord, a word, a term which was common within the Jewish environment and within the Old Testament specifically. It spoke about a day of coming judgment and a day of salvation, a day in which punishment is meted out and destruction, but also the day in which our salvation is fulfilled. And Paul says we don't have to be afraid of the day. On the contrary, we could actually, and specifically the Thessalonians, should look forward to that day because it is a day of darkness, but they are a people of light. And they have no need to fear the darkness because they are walking and living in the light. There's a reference to armor, the helmet of salvation and the breastplate. It's very similar to Ephesians chapter 6 in that sense. And then he reminds him, I love this, that they are destined for salvation. Isn't that such a powerful truth for us to hold on to, for you, for me? Christ has destined us for salvation. And we should encourage one another. We should build one another up with this truth. And he ends this chapter with just a number of very pithy, short statements of the Christian walk, the Christian life. That we should respect those who work among us. We should do righteousness. We should pray without ceasing. We should rejoice always. I love that we should always be thankful. Just these quick fire discussions around healthy behavior. And then again, he says, this is the will of God for your life. I love how all of these things, doing them well is part of God's will for our lives. And then he mentions that as humans, we are spirit, we are soul, and we are body. These three different elements that comprise the who we are. And every one of them should be kept blameless. Every one of them should be holy. Every one of them should be set apart in service, in devotion to Jesus the Christ.